Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Welcome back, beautiful people, to another episode of Not So Good Advice, where me, the host, Lou Bloom, gives you, the beautiful people, well, not so good advice. Yes, yes, and yes. I had to give the triple yes because this is episode 18 that we're filming today. I want to thank each and every one of you guys, for joining me today on the 18th episode. It is getting more and more festive. It's just ridiculous. I can feel it pumping through my veins. I can feel it coursing through. It is just, I don't know. I'm shitting gingerbread houses and I'm just eating fucking candy canes all day. That's just how festive I'm feeling. So, like, comment, subscribe, send an email, notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com. I haven't made, other videos this week because Papa got a little sick, but it's winter. What do you expect? What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, send an email, notsogoodadvice@19.com. My email lines are open. Did the advice work? Did the advice not work? Did you take it? Did you like it? Was it horrible? Are you in jail right now? Let us know. We want to know. We got some really good ones today. Spectacular ones. Phenomenal ones. Some of them are basic too. But, let's get into it. So, this one, advice says, why do women react negatively when a guy is nervous? I'm a 23-year-old guy and I have social anxiety. I have had a horrible, almost non-existent experience with dating. I've always been afraid of approaching or flirting since it's ended badly in the past. What am I wondering is time out. These people, when they write it in, sometimes they're so horrible at writing them that I'm reading it and off the top of my head I have to edit it in live real time. So I'm sorry, but let's continue. What I'm wondering is, why do women dislike when a guy shows he's nervous? Why does a guy have to be smooth or have game anyway? One response I read about this was, if a guy is smooth enough to treat me like a human and not some intimidating, scary alien, that would be good. Why is that the correlation? Why is it such a turnoff? Why is it confidence so important? Do women see it as a red flag to be this old and still nervous / inexperienced? And you're 23. Okay, well, so I'm not gonna say all. I'll never say all, and I'll never say 100%. But most women, most ladies, most girls would probably, I would say they want a confident guy because they want to know the person they're spending time with, the person they're dating or taking serious, the person they might potentially marry, the person they're letting into their lives is going to be confident and direct enough, mature enough, and just confident within themselves that she's making a good choice. Because, think about it. It's a lot for a woman to invest into a guy. She doesn't know this man. He might be a serial killer that might murder her and put her bones and body parts in a barrel and put it deep down in some lake somewhere, never to be found. So they got to think about this. Us guys, we probably won't get murdered or kidnapped. The girls, they're a target. So I'm not saying you're a murderer. We're not saying that. But they have to be. It's in their. They have a sense that us men don't really have. They have to be careful with some things. Also, they're the ones who have kids, so they have to, it's inside of them to really try their hardest to choose a good partner. Even though a lot of them don't, sadly. Or they choose what looks to be a good partner. Later on, if they find out it's not. But also, if you walk up on nervous and weird, no one likes that. They want to the image in their head of the guy they want is a certain image, okay? And most of the time, it's not a nervous guy that is just like, hey, do you want to go on a date with me? Nervous? No, they don't want that shit. They don't. No, they want a cool, collected, smart, intelligent, calm, just a chill guy that knows exactly what he wants, knows exactly what he's looking for. Just, no, they don't really want a nervous thing. They don't. Also, being nervous is a sign of being what's the word, nitpicky, or no, like probably wishy-washy. If you're nervous, it's kind of like it's a sign that you're, in and out, or you're not confident enough to make a decision and be confident and stick with that decision. It's a sign that like you might, be in one day and then out the next, and they don't want no one who's wishy-washy. I mean, think about it. Like, if you have a kid and your kid is born and it's a daughter, right? You have a daughter. Do you want her to be with like some nervous train wreck? That's great. If you have a daughter and she grows up and it's like, hey dad, I found this man. He's my husband or my fiance, and he brings him home and he's like a nervous wreck. Are you gonna be like, wow, I have faith that he will treat my daughter and protect my daughter and she's in good hands when I'm gone or not around? I wouldn't. And a sign of confidence usually is a good sign with everything. Jobs, sports, literally like just people skills, acting, just everything. If you're confident, that's a good sign. If you're an interviewer and you're looking, you have to recruit people for jobs, and someone comes in the interview all nervous and sweating and like, you're probably not going to choose that guy. That's not a good, candidate for the position that you're hiring for. So that's why. I mean, it's going to take some time to get that nervousness out. I would say, just like some other episodes, you got to go through drills. Go to the mall and start talking to people. Random people. They don't all have to be girls. Start by talking to the bros first. Hey, what's going on, man? Well, you work here? Oh, that's cool. What are you shopping for? Oh, that's cool. Chopping it up. Get that social ball rolling. Take acting classes. Go to open mics. Then when you're a little bit more confident, talk to women. Talk to girls. Talk to the ones who work there. They have to talk to you. Okay? It's their job. So it's not as nerve-wracking if you talk to someone working at Starbucks taking your order, or someone working at Gap and they have to help you with clothing. Talk to them at first for a little bit, and then once you get a little bit more confident, then maybe go up to some random women or girls, not in a weird way, normal. Hey, how's your day going? Hey, you know where the bathroom's at? I've never been here before. Just stupid shit just to talk, and you get that social ball rolling. You get your social skills. They start to get lubed up and ready. And then they don't have to be like, they can be older women too, like grandmas. They love talking to people. Old ladies love, the abuelitas love talking to people. You talk to them first. Hey, how's your day going? Hey, do you know where Spencer's is? Do you know where this is? Like, get that social ball rolling, and then when you feel confident enough, talk to a good-looking girl. Talk to a good-looking woman. Just small talk. Don't be nervous. Don't try to just try not to come up to her like you're a serial killer. Please, just don't do that. Talk like a normal guy, a cool guy, and you don't have to directly just get at them right away. If you do that a few times, try doing that to 5 people. 5 good-looking women or 5 women. Women you like, girls you like. And then, that would really get your social skills going, and you probably won't get nervous after that. And then once you start dating, trust me, you won't be really that nervous after a while. Good luck, partner. This one, title goes, the loneliest part of solo traveling is coming home, because of most people don't really care about your trip. Maybe you came back as a changed person, but they won't see that either. Would you agree? Yes, I would agree. Yeah, if you go solo on a solo trip, if you're posting it like crazy and it looks like fun, which I've been on some solo trips and I never posted too much, but if you're posting it like crazy, some of your close friends might be like, oh, what? Damn, he's having fun. Well, I wish I was there. But most people, they don't like it. They don't care. Some people will even hate. They'll hate on you. Oh, look at this guy going to Japan, going to Brazil, going to Mexico, going to Colombia. Look at him. He took a trip to Italy. Look at him. He went to fucking Germany. Oh, like, they're jealous, so they'll hate on you. A real homie, a real, someone who really cares about you would be like, hell yeah. Bro, and you came back safe? Dude, that's what's up, bro. I'm happy for you. That's what a real friend would do. That's what a real friend would say. But it's really sad. When I went on the solo trips, the saddest part for me was leaving the hotel for the last time. Pack everything up. You wake up, you have to leave the hotel, and you just, I remember, and I would get some nice hotels. Sometimes I'll get nice hostels or hotels. I wouldn't, or Airbnbs. I would be there, and I would just like pack everything up. You know, I clean the room a little bit. I don't want to. I'm not a pig, so I clean it up nice. And then I just sit down in the bed one last time, look at the view, and yeah, that shit would be sad. Hotels are super sad when you're alone. A lot of celebrities, famous people, they passed away or killed themselves in a hotel alone. So don't be in there too much. It gets lonely. Also the plane ride, that gets so sad. My last solo trip, I went alone, and I was on a plane ride back, and I took what was it? We like took off at like 6 p.m. and it was like maybe an 8-9 hour plane trip. So you know, but it was a weird time, and it was on a weird day. So not a lot of people were on that plane. It was like an empty plane. It was crazy, and like it was. I had just the most craziest time there. It was so fun. It was fun, amazing, sexy, dangerous, just hot. It was new. The whole trip was just crazy. And then when I came back, I said bye to my Airbnb host, which was fucking awesome. I loved that guy. He was sick as hell. So fucking awesome. And I said cheers to him. Left airport, waited a little bit, got on the plane, and then, you know, it was like it was already, sun was going down. It was raining a little bit, and it was so weird because the plane was empty. It was an empty plane. There wasn't a lot of people. Just some people up front, maybe in the back. I was kind of in the middle, towards the back a little bit. There was three rows or 3 seats next to me, and then there was a little the aisle, and then 3 seats across the aisle. No one was sitting next to me. No one was sitting in the aisle across from me. In front of me, there was no one there. Maybe ahead, there was like one guy. Behind me, there was no one there. Maybe a few seats back was 1-2 guys. It was so sad. And I remember just looking out the window, and at the time, TikTok songs were so popular, but there were a lot of sad TikTok songs that were so popular at the time. And I remember just looking outside the window, just with my headphones, listening to those sad TikTok songs, and just being so sad looking out the window. Because I had to go home. The trip was over. I had to go start working again. Fucking waking up early to work again. I had to go see my family, and which I love my family, but I had to go sleep in my same room, and in the boring life, the same routine. It was just horrible. It sucked. And it was that plane ride was just so sad. And I'm not gonna lie, your boy might have shed a tear or two. It was sad. It was sad. But you know, it hit my heart. The country touched my heart, and I vouched that I was gonna be back, and it was gonna be, you know, I was gonna be back. It was a sign to let me know I love doing this. This is amazing, and I have to come back and do it again. And it made me understand what I wanted out of life, because it touched me that hard. It hit that hard that I knew what I wanted out of life. So you're right. Sorry I went on a rant, but solo trips the coming home part is the saddest part. Yes. Okay. This title goes: if a man is rich, jacked, well educated, and handsome, but is still single, what could be the problem? Okay, so there's 2 things that could be the problem. If he's rich, jacked, well educated, and all that shit, there's 2 things that could be the problem. Okay, first one is he's all of those. He's super busy, and maybe he just has a problem with commitment, and he's so busy that he probably just can't find time to really find and settle down with one he really likes and really deems worthy enough for his time, attention, emotional support, and all his resources. And the other thing could be he's good looking, jacked, well educated, rich, all of the above, and he's like, you know what? He went around the ringer, and he's like, you know what? Why would I have a wife or a serious girlfriend when I'm perfectly happy being a bachelor, having a couple girls on the side, having some girlfriends every now and then coming into my life, leaving my life, and no commitment and no one holding me down, and me not being able to just, you know, report to anyone. And he's happy like that. Why do you always have to think something has to be wrong? Maybe something's wrong with you. So think about that. That's what I would say. Those 2 things. Whether it's a wrong thing or a good thing or a bad thing, up for interpretation, but that's what I think. Okay, this title. I never went to sleepovers as a child. So what were boys' sleepovers like? I didn't have many friends, and I was forbidden from going to other people's homes alone. So what were they really like? I had a few sleepovers in my time when I was, like in elementary school. Not really high school that much, but elementary school, and obviously there were just boys sleepovers. I was just with with my young friends, and that was some of the funnest times of my life. My life. I'm not gonna lie, some of the funnest time. I remember I had a sleepover with my friend for his birthday, and he had all his other friends. So it was like maybe like eight fucking elementary kid, 8 sixth graders there, 8 fifth grader, fourth graders there, and maybe like 8 fifth graders, and it was just so fun. We stayed up all night. We're playing video games, watching movies, cooking popcorn and Kool-Aid and all sorts of stupid shit, and like we already knew it. We all sat together. We're like, hey, whoever sleeps first, we're gonna fuck with you. We're gonna just mess. We're gonna prank you, right? And there was always this one kid named Isaac who would. Well, let me tuck this in. There was always this one kid named Isaac who would always fall asleep first at 9, 10 o'clock. Just fall asleep. And we knew. And it was so funny because we were doing the most dumbest things. Playing video games, watching movies. We're all like wrestling, like fighting, and with, boxing gloves and pillow fights and all that shit. And we stayed up all night. But at first, he fell asleep first. He was the first one to fall asleep. At first, the pranks were like real subtle. At first, we would just shake him awake. You slept first. Shake him awake. Okay, whatever. And he would be like, stop. Let me go to bed. And he'll sleep. I think he would go to sleep early. I don't want to say, he had a strict sleep or bedtime. So I think he would fall asleep early. So, at his house. So he fell asleep there in front of the boys, which he shouldn't, early. So it started off shaking him awake. Okay, and then and then we would come back again and literally fart in his face until he woke up and he was pissed, and that was so gross and we shouldn't have done it, but we did, and it was fucking hilarious at the time. So we did that, and the last prank we did was literally we were everywhere, it was so much fun. The last thing we did was we got Tabasco and we put just a little mustache on his upper lip of Tabasco while he was sleeping, and we just let it there, and we didn't wake him up. We just left it there, and then we ran off to do something else. And then I remember we were upstairs in a room, and we're all watching everyone play video games because we're taking turns fighting each other, playing Mortal Kombat or something. And we're all just watching. Everyone's all in the same room watching them fight Mortal Kombat, and then all we hear is and downstairs just yelling bloody murder because he finally felt the Tabasco, and he starts yelling, and no one turned to look, no one went downstairs. We all just, at the same time, we just started chuckling that's all we did. And then we just kept watching the video game, and he was he was pretty pissed that time. The Tabasco mustache, that was so funny. I feel bad for him, but it was also, bro, don't be falling asleep at 9 o'clock at the sleepover. That was so funny. And then I remember the power went off too that night. It was a power outage, and then my homie's mom was like, damn, we have no flashlights, we're gonna go to Walmart and get some flashlights. And it was 11:45 when we went to Walmart. They closed at 12 or something. And I remember just seeing her say okay, technically they can't kick us out, or they can't stop us from coming in if it's not 12 midnight. So just go and get the flashlights and let's leave. So just the whole Walmart was just filled with 8, 10 dumbass little 5th graders, just running around, just doing stupid shit. It was just, and then that was the first all nighter I pulled because we didn't sleep. It just, the sun came up and I was like, wow, the sun really comes up. Wow. That's what happened. That's the story of my sleepover. That was pretty funny. Okay. This title goes, will I ever get a girlfriend or talk to a girl? Okay, well, yeah, if you try, you will. Okay? It seems like all of the guys in my college are either they have a girlfriend or talk to a bunch of girls. I haven't talked to any girls so far outside of class, and the only one I talked to was because we were in the same group. I don't really have any self-confidence because even though I go to the gym, I don't have a lot of muscle. And I'm also boring as fuck. So I mostly just stay inside my dorm all day. I'm okay at talking to people for like the first 5 minutes, but then things always get awkward because I never know what to say, which is probably important because girls love talking. Yes, they do. All I want is to start a family, have kids, but I've never kissed a girl or even held a girl's hand. Is it bad that I get a hopeless feeling in my heart whenever I see an attractive girl instead of excitement or joy? Should I be feeling something different? I don't know. All I know is I'm definitely doing something wrong. Someone please explain. Or please help. You came to the right place, brother. So here's the thing. You're in college and you say a lot of guys have girlfriends or just talk to a bunch of girls. Man, I never really had the university, college, Cal State or whatever experience. I went to community college and I never was in a frat or went to college parties and all that, but I have a bunch of friends that did, and I always tell them that some of my friends tell me the same thing about this, not too severe like this, but they tell me, and I say, man, if I went to college and a university and I was like with you and there was dorms and all that shit going on, I would be the devil. I would be there running amok and just doing the damn thing and just taking control of everything. But I mean, it's just there's not gonna be another time where you're around people your age and you're around a lot of young people your age, young pretty girls, and you're never gonna be in a time where it's socialized like that unless you go to like a bar, a club, or maybe like a youth church meeting or something, like an event outside of college. Like when you're done with college, welcome to the real world. You're gonna be into the workforce. You're gonna start doing stuff like that. So you're not really gonna be in a place like that. So you better take advantage and learn your social skills. Also, some people, they don't do good with girls in college, and then after they get into the workforce or the real world, and then things change, and then the real them starts to come out, and then they start to have good experiences and good skills with women after that. It's a real thing. But you being in college and you haven't kissed a girl or even held a girl's hand, and you say that whenever I see an attractive girl, instead of excitement or joy, I feel hopeless in my heart. Yes, you feel hopeless because that's your body telling you you're not working on yourself. You're not working on your social skills. You're not trying to be, the man you're supposed to be. Your body is telling you, damn, I got no chance with that girl. Damn, that's a beautiful woman. That's a beautiful girl. And I know she's never even going to look at me or consider me. That's your body telling you that. Because what have you done to try to elevate yourself as a man? Bring up your value a little bit. We could always work out more. We could always eat healthier. We could always work on our social skills. We could always save more money and find nice lucrative ways to spend money and make more money. We could always, just find ways to talk better to women or guys in that case too, because you talk to the bros, your guy friends, it's not hard because they're dudes. You talk to them. You're not trying to get at them or talk or like be smooth with them. No, they're just guys. Your friends. They're like you. Girls, on the other hand, especially pretty girls, when you talk to them, you do have to talk a certain way and try to maybe, I guess, entertain them or just not come off as a weirdo and be cool with them like that. You're not talking to them like you're talking to a bro. So that's why you get a little nervous. You want to hit a point where you see a good-looking girl and you're like, damn, it brings you excitement. It doesn't hurt your heart, and it brings you like what's the word? Maybe like a nice positive anticipation because you're like, ooh, that could be mine. Damn, I want to say what's up to her, and I want to bring her into my life. I want to step into her life. It's not 100% chance that she will want you in her life or accept you. She might be married, have a boyfriend, be gay, you might not even be her type or whatever, but you want to get to a point where that shit excites you because you're like, damn, that's a beautiful girl. I love life. I love women. I love myself. And let the games begin. That's where you want to be. So just like I said in the with the other questions, work on yourself. You could always work on yourself. You don't have to be rich. There's always different ways to work on yourself. On dressing better, bringing your skills up, learning how to talk better to women or girls, learning how to, well, what are the kids saying nowadays? Yeah, RIZZ. Learn how to get the Riz going, okay? But it's like batting practice. You're gonna swing and you're gonna hit a lot. You're gonna miss a lot of balls. You're gonna get struck out a lot of times. But the more you get struck out, the closer you get to smacking that ball out of the park. So you have to like practice that shit. You have to make a conscious effort to be present in the time and the day where we're at right now, to make yourself better in order to really even have a chance of having a girlfriend or a pretty wife that you like in a family. Because whatever you're doing now, where has it got you? How's it working out for you? Probably not so good if you're fucking feeling depressed just by seeing a pretty girl. That's really sad. You shouldn't be feeling like that. But that's my advice, you know. Time to lock in, brother. Time to lock in. Okay, good way to meet women. I know dance classes are a nice way to meet women. What other ways are there? I don't want to do singles events as too humiliating. Dating apps suck. For context, I'm 30. Okay. Dating apps, I had my fair share on there. They were fun at some, they were fun for a certain time, but it's a shit show. It sucks. It does. Dancing classes, I haven't been to dancing classes because, I should go to dancing classes. I'm not the worst dancer. I can, I got some rhythm. I can dance a little bit, mainly, like Latin music. But I don't know a lot of bachata. I don't know a lot of vallenata. But, that's something I need to do personally. I haven't done that yet. I will go. But how to meet more women. I think if you're around 30, you shouldn't be going to the clubs and bars too much anymore. If you're 30, you can, but you need to start, straying away from that now. I think, dressing more like a man, more like I brought out my nice soft jacket tonight. So you should start going into lounges. Going to lounges and nice restaurants where, maybe older women, not too old, but 30 is not old, but 30 is not 22 anymore. So if you go to places like that, you could, you could find a nice older, distinguished lady, and you could maybe make something happen. You go to lounges, go to nice restaurants. You can even go to malls, talk to people out there. Go to malls and I just talk to girls at the mall. Not the ones that look super young, but the ones that look a little more closer to your age, and then ask them, oh, how's your day? And once you feel that cool vibe going, then maybe ask them, oh, what's your age? How old are you? And then when they say, 22, maybe too young for you. But if they say around 30, maybe you can continue and make something happen. Yeah, I mean, dating apps suck. I haven't been to any singles events, but I'll go. I'll go just to check it out. I'm always open to trying new things. I don't care. At least once. I'm never. It's kind of humiliating, yes, but I found myself in a lot of weird spots just to do it, just for the experience. Because this is life, baby. Don't you want to experience things? That's my advice for that. This one says, I'm in love with the girl who just got out of a relationship. I'm genuinely tweaking, bro. I know that I like her, but I don't want to be pushy, annoying, or something like that. I would love for her to just look at me as an option in the future. On the other hand, and the reason that I said I'm genuinely tweaking, and the reason that I'm coming to you all, is because I'm starting to feel selfish in some kind of way. Like if I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing. I really want to know what could or should I do? Any advice, feedback, questions, suggestions, or cheeseburgers? I don't got no cheeseburgers for you here, boy. But I do have some advice. But it might not be so good advice. Okay, so here's the thing. Let me tell you this. If she just got out of a relationship, there's two things that could happen there. That could be really, really, really flipping good. Because a lot of time girls, when they're out of a relationship, they quickly, we all know this, they hop into the next one, either within a few days after or within a couple of weeks to a month or two after. They trust me, guys do it too, but girls are notorious for this. Girls are notorious for this. It is what it is. I think it's rare when a girl, gets out of a relationship and sits there like a monk and feels all those horrible feelings, and then after like a couple years then decides to date. I think that's kind of rare, but it could be in your favor, if she's into you. Or you can try to get at her and then she's like, I just got out of a relationship, no, I'm not feeling this, no. But does she know who you are? Does she know you exist? Are you her friend? Is she just a girl that you're hearing all these rumors about and you're just like taking notes and just like, what's going on? I mean, I would make sure you look good, you dress good, you sound good, and you smell good. And then if you don't know her, introduce yourself and just, maybe she'll look at you like, damn, well, I'm single now. He could be an option. Or, just introduce yourself and just let her know you exist. And then, take it by ear. Feel it out. But yes, you're kind of tweaking a little bit. You shouldn't really like someone this much. You say you're in love with the girl who just got out of a relationship. Bro, you are not in love. How old are you? You are not in love. That's just you being horny for a relationship. Like, chill, bro. It's not as like, it's not like how it seems, okay? So take a deep breath and relax and then introduce yourself, and then that's it. Don't have your hopes up for anything. Trust me, don't. Okay, I have one more question for you guys that I'm gonna take. Let's see, you guys looking for older women. Okay, this one. What is the best thing to do after sex? Okay, the best thing to do after sex, I'll tell you. The best thing to do after sex is you go back, you reach over the bed, you dig in your pants, you get that nice packet of brand new extended longs Marlboro Reds. Smack it a few times on your palm, pull one of those suckers out, put it in your mouth, light the boy up, take a drag and just chill like this and go, and just enjoy life and what you just did, and just be happy that you participated in an act that one day you won't be able to participate in. Just enjoy the damn thing. Or if you want to get technical about it, after you get done doing the do, you assuming she's not a girl that assuming she's not a one night stand that you don't like, and you don't want to kick her out of your room, or you don't want to leave right away. Assuming that that's a nice girl that you did the do with, and you actually are attracted to her, the go-to, at least for me, and I think a lot of guys should do, is grab her and then have her lay on your chest. Trust me, bro. Trust me. They wanna do that shit. Trust me. Have her lay on your chest and just lay down. Have her lay on your chest, and then just talk to her about it. Just try to, because that's that bonding experience right there. That's that bonding moment where she's open, ready, and you guys can talk a little bit more on a deeper level about things, her life, what she wants out of life. You can get a little hint of what's going to happen between you two. Don't assume everything. Don't assume you're in a relationship. Don't assume all that now. Just be cool and just enjoy the moment. And I mean, that's kind of a nice bonding experience right there. So you should be cool and just I say also enjoy the moment, and then after maybe you can have a cigarette, but unless you don't smoke cigarettes. But yeah, that's I think is a good one, because that's kind of like a sign. It's like a sign and a gesture of you're the man, you're the gentle man. And just maybe have her there, play with the hair, maybe even rub her back a little bit, like, damn girl, you did so good. Yes, baby, I know, you did so good. And then think in your head, am I gonna see her again? Do I like her? Is this gonna continue? Then you can plan that out a little bit. Don't tell her about it, but you can low-key plan that out. That's what I would say is the go-to and the good thing to do. Unless you guys are hungry, then you go eat or whatever. Make sure you have towels and shit. But yes, I know, feeling really festive today. Next week is Christmas week. I plan on making episodes every week next week. I might miss a day or two during Christmas, but who knows? Someone told me Santa Claus is coming to town, so please tune in, get your little bells and whistles going. Make sure to, Don't shout, don't pout, don't be naughty, because you will be put on the naughty list, okay? But someone told me that his sleigh is coming in town and Santa will be here on a nice, extra, excruciating, phenomenal, fantastic visit, okay? Episode 18, I'm sorry, this thing is driving me crazy. Episode 18 for the books. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, send an email, notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com, and I'll see you next week. Love ya.